Good morning. Thank you so much for joining us for your 11 a.m. news and weather update. I'm Bailey Bockover, joined by
Dustin Staples. I know. Mine to be saying all that mess. I mean, I've been covering the morning show for like the last 2 weeks here.
You really have been all over the place.
I came in this morning and said, "Who are these people?" No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I know. It's nice to see you again, Dustin. Let's talk about our weather a little bit. We have a lot going on out there in the tropics, and then weather-wise, it's just not feeling like fall out there. So when could we start feeling like fall?
Oh, let's wait a week from today. We have a long way to go, unfortunately. We got these 90s and these muggy days lingering and on right now, too. But yeah, we have a nice sky towards Belhaven there. It looks okay. It looks pretty good out there. You can enjoy it, but definitely you want to stay hydrated today because it's going to be warm. Heat indices near 100 today for some of you. So that little last gasp of summer just continues to hold for tuition. Not looking too bad in Goldsboro. More cloud cover there. So again, it may feel a little bit on a degree or two cooler out there, but a lot of folks out there maybe getting some shopping done or just perusing throughout the afternoon or the day there as well. Currently, we've got low to mid 80s here for just about everywhere. We're pushing 90 towards some of the coastal counties there, but overall, though, not looking too bad for this afternoon. Here's your heat indices today. Again, some of us are going to get near, if not approach 100 today and tomorrow. So we got the summer sweltering return for us for a couple of days, and then we can finally say goodbye to this intense heat that we have been stuck in for some while. Unfortunately, though, the dew points don't do much justice either. It makes it feel a little sticky out there. That's why we got those 70-degree dew point readings. But it is breezy at the same time. A south breeze doesn't feel as comfortable as a north breeze does. If we had a north breeze today, with a warm temperature, it would probably feel tolerable to be out there, whereas this is not going to be one of these days you're going to be being outside. Again, we do have a few light showers off the coast, moving off the Outer Banks. However, though, most of them are not posing a threat to anything. They're just some offshore rain showers, maybe a rumble of thunder off with a distance there. So for most of us here, we're staying quiet. Rain back out to our west will not be in pending forecast today, so most of the forecast for the game is going to be looking pretty good. Latest advisory just came in from the 11 a.m. update for Humberto. Right now, holding as a tropical storm still, and then again, you see the area outside of San Juan, Puerto Rico. We're watching that development too. And again, latest guidance continues to have this it's going to come close, but slowly curve out to sea as it does so. So that'll be some good news for us. Bermuda could see some impacts. We'll probably see some rip current impacts next week. And again, that other system right there behind it at a 90% chance of developing. So we'll see how that plays out. Right now, things are slowly beginning to come together. We should have an idea sometime early this morning or this afternoon rather on what comes out of that. So looks like we may see some potential impacts of maybe early to mid next week. Still too early to say what's going to come with it, but what we do know, we can tell you that both the systems are going to turn north. That'll be consistent with both of that. They may merge into one storm. We'll see if that happens. But right now, that's starting to look a little less unlikely, but it's possible. We have to call it the Fujiwara effect, basically meaning two systems come together, but they don't become a ginormous hurricane. Just kind of bring a lot more moisture with it. How close will the coast get and how strong? Still monitoring that closely, and potential for some big surf and rip currents regardless. So again, that's where we are with names, with everything right now. We got the G, we got the H. We are running way behind schedule already for these names. Thankfully, I think we'd rather be behind schedule than ahead of schedule, especially for the peak of season as it is. All right, as we go towards the rest of today, low to mid 90s this afternoon, maybe a stray thunderstorm here or there, but most will stay dry. Good for the game tonight at ECU as Army's playing there. Tomorrow morning looking all right, no issues with that. Most of tomorrow you're going to be fine, no issues with anything. Maybe a few clouds passing on by, near 90, maybe some low to mid 90s later in the afternoon. Then we're going to pop some storms here in the evening that could bring some heavy downpours, a little bit of gusty winds with those storms, and then it's going to be kind of unsettled pretty much each day through the next several days beyond that. Rainfall amounts about a ½ inch to maybe 1 to 2 inches, and all depending on that tropical moisture. If it comes closer to us, we could see higher amounts. If we see further away, we could see less amounts, but the general synopsis is that we're going to see some rain really helping us out with the drought, so some good news with that. Winds, though, will come out of the south today about 10 to 20 miles an hour, so breezy conditions hold for the rest of the day, and then holding steady for the rest of tomorrow morning before dropping 10 miles or less. But heat indices again for the rest of the day going tomorrow, upper 90s there. We're going to feel closer to 100 for some of you. Tomorrow morning we're going to feel quite muggy in the low 80s out there starting the day out, and then again racing near 100 possibly as we go towards tomorrow afternoon as that rain slowly cools us off by the evening time frame. So again, the summer-like weather holds for us for the next day or so. Again, we did adjust numbers a little bit there. We kept rain chances about the same. That has not changed since then. But most of us, again, are going to stay pretty cool and comfortable as we go towards the end of next week.
Well, you know, we've been needing some rain. I feel like we have been dry for a while. So to see the rain that we are, I mean, that's a good thing. But also, thank goodness for that Bermuda high.
Yes.
Right? Taking that storm a little bit out of the way instead of our direct path.
It makes our jobs a lot more easier too. I mean, you know, the people trying to make cruises, go out the Caribbean islands right now, just put a hold on it right now.
Well,
but
making cruise plans during this time of year
it's
is
tricky.
risky.
I know a lot of folks here on stage, especially some of our production folks. They're like, "Well, I'm going on the cruise. What can make?" So I'm like, "Yeah, you're going to be okay." Or, "No, don't do that just yet." But definitely something to watch, especially if you're trying to go to the beach maybe this weekend. Maybe not the greatest beach weekend, but I mean, still get out there. I mean, I think you can get some sun breaks in between though.
Looking like we're at the end of our beach days.
This looks to be the fair. Me and Gigi were telling us like every week, "Oh, it's a good beach week. It's a good beach weekend," and it's like, okay, it really is a good beach weekend. And this weekend, a little 50-50 chance with the rain, though.
Sure. Alrighty. Well, thank you, Dustin. Well, for your WITN News headline, there's been no update on the fatal hit and run that happened in Pitt County over a year ago. The North Carolina State Highway Patrol continues to investigate the pedestrian that was hit and killed on September 25th, 2024. Troopers were called to this fatal hit and run involving a pedestrian. A man identified as 41-year-old Greenville resident Alejandro Corona Meza was found lying in a ditch on the shoulder of Old Pactolus Highway near Redmond Lane. Meza's body was not clearly visible from the highway, but troopers along with the Pitt County Sheriff's Office collected evidence at the scene to help with the investigation. However, in the year since the investigation began, troopers say they've not received leads on a suspect or suspected vehicle. The Highway Patrol encourages anyone who may have information related to the hit and run to call them, and that number is on our website at WITN.com. Well, that is your WITN News headline and your first alert forecast with forecaster Dustin Staples. It's all the time that we have for this hour, but you can join us back here for your news at noon coming up in less than an hour at 12 o'clock. We'll see you then. We hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe.